Hello friends, welcome to MathsConcepts. This is the fourth, that is last part of our topic, knowing our numbers. In this video we are going to learn about Roman numbers and rules for Roman numbers. This is pretty simple yet very interesting topic. Now, what are Roman numbers? It is a numeric system that was used in ancient Roman. This system does not have zero and hence no place value system. We discussed about place value system in our video for Indian and international numeration system. If you have not watched that video, I have given link for it in the top right corner of this video and it is also there in the description box. Okay, now back to Roman numbers. Roman numbers use 7 basic symbols, that is I, V, X, L, C, D and M, and corresponding values for each of them are I stands for 1, V for 5, X for 10, L for 50, C for 100, D for 500 and M for 1000. It is pretty simple to remember these values as these are in ascending order, plus alternate values start with 1 and second set values start with 5, and you go on increasing, you go on adding 1 0 to each of the values, each of the alternate values. Okay, now where do we use Roman numbers? You might have seen wall clocks where they have written numbers in Roman numerals. Then there are volumes of books like volume 1, volume 2, volume 3. So quite frequently they use Roman numbers for writing volumes of books as well. Also, few of the schools use Roman numbers to represent the class or standard, class 5, class 6. So that is written in Roman numbers. Okay, all right. Now to remember the sequence of these symbols, there is a mnemonic quite popular on Google, which is I value xylophone like cows do milk. And if you see, the starting letter of each of the word gives you the Roman symbols, Roman numeral symbols. Okay, so if you remember this sentence, you will be able to remember the sequence of these symbols. Also, if you understand Hindi, we have come up with a funny small mnemonic for the last 4 symbols, as first 3 are pretty easy to remember and often used at many places. So first 3 are quite easy to remember, and for last 4 we have come up with mnemonics like Langda Cheetah Dhoom Machaye. Isn't it funny? It's very funny, and I'm sure if you understand Hindi you will definitely remember it. Alright, so these 2 are mnemonics for to remember these Roman symbols. Now let's move to rules for Roman numbers. The first rule is, if a symbol is repeated, its value is added that many times. For example, if I write I once, its value is 1. If I write I twice, then its value is 2. If I write I thrice, then its value is 3. But the symbol can be repeated maximum 3 times. It cannot be repeated after more than 3 times. Okay, I cannot write 4 times I to write 4. Okay, we will learn how to write 4, but we cannot repeat the symbol 4 times. Okay, all right. And the only symbols, okay, here are examples. I 3 times gives 3, X 3 times give 30 because X stands for 10, and C 3 times gives 300 as C stands for 100, M 3 times gives 3000 as M stands for 1000. And the only symbols that can be repeated are I, X, C and M, that is the alternate symbols whose value starts with 1. Okay, these are the only symbols that can be repeated. V, L and D cannot be repeated. You cannot have VV, LL, DD in a row. Okay, next rule, second rule. When a smaller value symbol is returned to the right of another symbol that is next to a bigger symbol, then the values of both symbols are added. So if a smaller value symbol is added to the right of bigger value symbol, okay, example VI So V stands for 5, I stands for 1, and when you write VI, it gives us 5 plus 1, 6. Okay, another example is XII. So X stands for 10, I stands for 1, and again I stands for 1. We have repeated I twice, so its value is 2. 10 plus 2 gives us 12. Now third rule, when a smaller value symbol is written to the left of other symbol, that is before bigger symbol, then the value of smaller symbol is subtracted from the bigger symbol. For example, IX, X stands for 10, and I have written I before X, so it means I have to subtract I from X, that is 10 minus 1 gives us 9. Similarly, IV gives us V minus I, which is 5 minus 4, 5 minus 1, which gives us 4. Okay, and this is how we write 4. We do not write I 4 times. We have to use the next symbol, and then we have to subtract the smaller symbol from that to get 4. Okay, and this will be useful while forming the numbers. We will see few examples as well. Now the fourth rule, when a smaller value symbol is placed between two large value symbols, it is always subtracted from the second larger value. Now we have seen if a smaller value symbol is written next to bigger value symbol, it gets added. If it is written previous to bigger symbol, then it is subtracted. What if a smaller value symbol is placed between two bigger value symbols? In that case, it is always subtracted from the second larger value symbol. For example, here I is placed between X and V, which is smaller than both X and V. Okay, so in this case we separate I and IV, X and IV, and then we write it as 10 and 4. IV is 4. Of course, we subtract I from V. When we write IV, we subtract I from V, and it gives us 4. So the value of this XIV is 14. Now here VLD can never be subtracted. Remember, VLD, these three symbols do not get subtracted. Only symbols that can be subtracted are I, X, C and M. Also I can be subtracted from V and X only, then X can be subtracted from L and C only, and C can be subtracted from D and M only. Okay, it is very easy to remember. Again, here also there is a pattern. I can be subtracted from next to symbols, X can be subtracted from next to symbols, and C can be subtracted from next to symbols. Okay, now the fifth rule, that is last rule, if a bar is placed over any symbol, it is multiplied by 1000. For example, X bar. Okay, this means 10 into 1000, which gives me 10,000. How do we write bigger numbers? This is how we write bigger numbers in Roman numerals. V bar gives us 5 into 1000, which is 5000. XII bar, the bar is on top of the XII, so it gives me 12 into 1000, which is 12,000. Okay, so these were all rules for forming Roman numbers. Now we will solve few examples for this. First number 46. Now for 46 we cannot repeat X 4 times. We know that rule, it can only be repeated 3 times. So we will use next symbol, that is L, for 50. Now we need 40, 46. So 40 plus 6. To get 40, we will write X before L, right? X, L. We have got 40. Now we need 6. To get 6, V and I. V, I. So 46 is written as XLVI. Next number 87. Now to get 80, we can have L and then 3 times X, right? So L and 3 times X will give us 80. Now we need 7. How do we write 7? V and I. Okay. The next example 92. Now to get 92 we cannot use L, because if we want 90 then we will have to write X 4 times, which is not possible. It does not fit in the rule. So we will use C and then we will place x before c, so that we will get 90. Okay, so xc gives us 90, and to get 2 we just know to repeat I twice. Okay, now 375. To get 300 we can write c 3 times, isn't it? 1 2 3. Now 75. To get 70 we can write L and then XXL XX, which will gives us 50 plus 20. Okay, and for 5 we can write V. Okay, I hope you are able to understand this so far. The next number is 459. To write 400 we cannot repeat C 4 times, so we will use D, and to get D is 500. To get 400 we will write C before D, so that it will be subtracted from D, that is 500 minus 100, which gives us 400. Now we need 59, so we know 50, which is L, and for 9 we can write 10 minus 1, that is IX. The next number is 991. To get 900 we cannot use D because we will have to repeat C 4 times. 500 plus 400, 900. We cannot use this nor this, so we will use M, which is 1000, and then we will subtract 100 from it, which is C. Okay, and then we need 91. We have already used 90, which is XC, right? We are subtracting 10 from 100, 90, and then 1. Now next number is 1798. We need 1000, which is M. We need 700, which will be D plus CC, which will be D and CC. This becomes 700. 500 plus 100 plus 100. Then 98. We know 90, that is X, C, X before C, that is 100 minus 10, and then 8. You can write 8 using V, I, V and triple I. Okay, so this is how we form Roman numbers. I hope you have understood so far. Here are few examples for you to write Roman numerals for these decimal numbers. Okay, you can pause the video, write down the questions, write down the answers, and check your answers at the end of this video. Okay, now here are answers for all these questions. I hope you got them correct. Okay, all right, so this was all about Roman numbers and rules for Roman numbers. Thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thank you. Bye bye.